So, you guys may not or not heard of this user named Craig Mario Fan, huh? Well, he's a user that likes to make videos a lot, art drawings, and even some gameplay videos. But he kept something very dark. I was just gonna watch some videos until I got a notification from Craig Mario Fan. It was time for another segment. But this time, this segment is a lot different. The segment was called Freddy the Killer. The thumbnail shows a picture of Freddy holding a gun and knife in his hand. In the background, the castle was on fire, with Dreadbear, Craig, and Grim Foxy dead. Craig got stabbed in the belly with an axe, Dreadbear getting his head split in half, with oil coming out of it, and Grim Foxy getting his torso cut off. I was confused why was this called Freddy the Killer, but whatever. It was starting. The segment then started with static. I was getting confused why was there static there. But anyways, the static then got away. Then there was black. And then it showed something brown. Brown hands. I actually know who it was. It was Freddy. He was just standing there until his eyes then starts to glow red as he said this in a demonic voice. I was so shocked of what Freddy just said. I said to myself, wait, does that mean he's gonna kill all of his friends? Then Freddy then grabbed up a fly swatter and then walks up to Augie. And then Freddy then grabbed onto Augie as Augie said, Freddy, what are you doing? As Freddy says this. Augie was begging Freddy for mercy until Freddy then slams this fly swatter up into his mouth as he starts to choke blood. Then Augie then slowly closes his eyes, dying. Then Freddy then walks up to Daniel and Chili as Daniel and Chili greeting them, but then Freddy then grabbed the gun and then shoots Daniel in the head with it, and Daniel falls to the ground dead. Chili then said, Freddy, what did you just do? Freddy didn't respond to Chili. Then Freddy then grabbed an axe and cut him in half. And outside, Harmony was just having a chat with Snarky. And then Freddy then runs up to Harmony with a knife, grabbed onto her, and sliced her head off as blood comes out. Snarky was getting very shocked. Then Fleagle comes and said, Freddy, why are you this done? Freddy didn't respond to Fleagle. Then Fleagle then pulled up some fists of him and said, "You want to fight? Well, bring it on then." Then Fleagle and Freddy were starting to fight. And then when Fleagle hit Freddy in the eye, one of his eyes then dropped. Fleagle and Snarky then tried to run, but then Fleagle and Snarky tripped. Then they looked back behind him, seeing Freddy with one eye missing, as he starts to do a sinister giggle, and as he says this. Then Freddy then rips Fleagle's organs and starts to bite him. Then Freddy then grabbed onto Snarky's trunk and rips it off as he dies. Then Drooper and Bingo comes, seeing what then Freddy did. Then Freddy then grabbed an axe and throws it at Bingo's head, killing him instantly. Drooper then runs up to him and then starts to fight with him, but then Freddy grabbed onto Drooper's mouth and split his jaw in half, killing him. And then Freddy says this. Then there was a compilation of Freddy killing everybody, like Dreadbear, Grim Foxy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Jeffy, and even everyone else. Then there was something called 8 Minutes Later. It was only just a black background with red texting. Then Craig, Mario, Luigi, and Golden Freddy then come in and see what happened. They saw bodies on the floor. Mario said, "Mamma mia! What happened?" Craig then said, "It kind of looks like somebody just caused a massacre." Then the Odyssey then exploded. Luigi said, "What the? The Odyssey just exploded!" The smoke then comes out of the Odyssey, and then Freddy then comes out of the Odyssey. Freddy said then he comes out of the smoke. Mario then said, "Freddy, you monster! This is not what you're supposed to be doing!" Freddy then said, "Freddy, please don't!" Then Golden Freddy then runs up to Freddy and starts to fight with him. But then Freddy then punched Golden Freddy in the head and stabs him in the belly with an axe as Golden Freddy dies. Then Mario then said, "Oh, you want to fight? Well, bring it on!" Then Mario then was gonna jump on Freddy's head, but then Mario grabs onto Freddy grabs onto Mario's leg and rips it off as Mario then dies. Then Freddy looks at Craig and Luigi as Freddy says this. Craig then didn't say a thing along with Luigi. Freddy then walked up to Craig as he grabbed his machete and said this. Craig then said, "No, don't do this!" Then Freddy then starts to beat Craig with the machete with it. "Ah, Craig!" Luigi then said. Craig then said to Luigi, "Luigi, run!" Freddy was laughing demonically while he stabs Craig a lot of times with a machete. Then Luigi then runs away. But then Luigi tripped as he said this. "Ah, my ankle!" Then Luigi looked back behind him, seeing Freddy holding a machete with blood on it. Then Freddy then says this. Then Freddy then starts to slash Luigi with it. "Stop!" And he continues, "Help!" Then Luigi then says. Then Freddy still killing Luigi to death. And then it was black for a couple of seconds until the scene comes back. The castle was on fire. There was a lot of bodies at different places. Then Freddy looked different. He had a Terminator face with a couple of robotic parts on him. As Freddy says this. Freddy then walks away from the camera as the scene then turns to black. It was black for a couple of seconds until it appears. It was Willie, Gus, and Artie's hat. It was there for a couple of seconds until there was a bunch of killing sounds. And as Willie, Gus, and Artie's head then falls onto the floor, as the segment then ends with a red text that says this in a monstrous voice.
"Remember, everyone you love will die to Freddy."
I was shaking very hard of seeing what just happened. I didn't want a freaking bear just to kill all of his friends that he loves, including his wife. Then there was another notification from Craig Mario Fan, as he says this, when I clicked on it. Hey guys, it's me, Craig Mario fan here. I'm very sorry for uploading that Freddy the Killer segment. I just made that for fun. Just please forgive me. I don't want to get hated now. Then the segment of Freddy the Killer got deleted, and then everything was back to normal. If you guys see a dark segment, do not watch it at your own risk.